So I see, you know, what I'm seeing here is like the reenactments you do. Everything's authentic at the like the 1775 reenactment that I filmed you at. So everything in here is period. You don't really have nothing modern that I see.
No, all the
Even
stuff in here, I love stage kits. Everything in there is
wow.
period.
How about that?
You know, those scissors are in wax. They
that lady in the back, but
There's two of you. Oh, I got you.
I'm kidding.
I got you.
Sorry, I got to work.
I'm gonna have you park right here next to this last car that's forward right here.
Yeah, yeah. She likes attention.
That's like a chicken. And those guys out there see what's coming out. Good morning, sir.
How many hamburgers have you made today?
Oh my God, I couldn't even tell you. I mean, we ran out of all the prep. I mean, we were like hand patting them now as we go, or we're making them to order. So
Been crazy today.
it has been crazy, but it's been great. I mean, I get it off the box.
Help out.
Hello, how y'all doing? Hey. A little bit of a wait today.
Come down for apple pie.
Apple pie?
Yes.
Yes. All right, guys, I'm here with Donna Colwell. And where are you originally from, Donna?
Jamestown, New York.
Jamestown, New York. So you have a very unusual vehicle here today. I'd have to say the most unusual vehicle I've seen at a car show. Tell us a little bit about it. Where'd you come by this?
This was on a used car lot in Jamestown, New York, and I've always loved hearses and ambulances, and I had to go take a look at it, so I had to buy it.
Yeah. So you've had it how long now?
20 years.
20 years, and you took it from New York to where?
I drove it from New York to California, Southern California, where she's been most of the time, and then I recently moved to Tennessee, drove it here as well. A friend drove it for me because I had a few cars, but got it. It drove really nice here.
I'd say it does. It's a Cadillac. Does it
Yeah, it's
ride
nice.
like a
It
Cadillac?
rides like a Cadillac.
So I guess you get a lot of attention in this, don't you?
Yes, it's kind of like my own rolling car show. I have to change lanes like long before I need to take an off ramp.
Yeah.
People stay beside me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Taking pictures.
Take pictures.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's what I'm doing here, taking
Yes, sir.
pictures. Well, let's walk around it. Tell us a little bit
Okay.
about it. So what your model?
It's a 1970 Cadillac, Sayers and Scoville, which was a premier maker of coaches. It's all original inside here. Even the labels on the dash are from 1970.
And was this used in New York in service for some years?
This came from the Deal, New Jersey Volunteer Fire Squad.
Okay.
And I actually, when I bought this car, put it in storage for a year, then I drove it to Deal, New Jersey, to the department that owned it, visited with some of the firemen, and then drove it cross country. But it was a volunteer fire squad, and they were not going to, it was a wealthy community. They were not going to the hospital in a Ford or a Chevy. So they bought this Cadillac for the community.
Did they tell you how many years they used it? It was in service for them?
I would say 7 years, because it's a 1970 and there's an inspection sticker on the windshield that says 77. And then I believe my car, Coach, replaced a 1959 Cadillac, which, as everybody knows, was the Ghostbuster.
Okay.
That was the year model of that car.
Well, I didn't know that. You told me
Sure.
something. I about thought this was the Ghostbuster when I saw it coming down the road.
People say that a lot because if they didn't grow up with this style of ambulance, they don't know how to relate to.
So you remember growing up seeing this in New York?
Absolutely.
So
yes.
I've never seen these in Tennessee, but
yeah.
So this is kind of unique to us. You care to show us the back part of it?
Okie doke. Well, this is just the inside. It's like Grandma's Formica cabinets and linoleum.
So that's original, all original.
Yes, sir.
Huh? How about in the?
That's a gurney. Now that lifts off. It's kind of a bench seat.
Okay.
So an attendant could tend to the patient, but it lifts off and serves as a gurney as well. Coming around the back, I have like a mannequin in there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I see.
But,
now what's this mask about here?
well, that's a plague mask. Back in the days of plagues, they would wear these masks and they put flowers in that beak part, so that there was a lot of, piles of deceased people, so they put flowers in this mask so they didn't have to breathe.
Now is that an original or is that a
Oh
reproduction?
no, I had that made.
You had it made.
Yeah,
okay.
I had it made because it was just funny.
So I see you've got some shock paddles. Looks like here. Is that
someone
what that
gave that to me. Yes, someone gave that to me. So I thought, well, yes, I'll put that with the car, and along with this, my friend Mike Terry gave me this.
Okay,
It's
now
a
that's
resuscitator.
a resuscitator.
I guess.
You guess? Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not in
know.
the medical field, so I don't know. I just.
Well, maybe somebody can leave a comment and tell us what that is.
That'd be nice.
I'm sure somebody might have seen one of those. Somebody in the medical field. So did you have it painted?
Yes.
Okay.
The paint was a little rough on it, but I still showed it. I didn't care. It was unique.
And did you get it painted in California?
Yes. And I'm still going to make new curtains for it.
New curtains? These are these the original curtains?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking they're original, but the weather stripping was bad and water got in, so.
So you bought it in about 2004 then, I guess.
Yes.
Since you had it 20 years. So who had it before that? Had an individual owned it or?
Yes, it was on the used car lot, and he owned it. I don't remember how long. I believe I'm third owner.
Okay.
Other than the volunteer fire squad that owned it.
So now what's this here about? This is something that drops down
It's
that they
just
can.
storage. It says these are original. These labels, triangular bandages. So there's nothing in it, but that's where they would put
okay. How about that?
triangular
They're
bandages.
using that inside of that door.
And whoops.
Are they going to be okay?
She's gonna be okay. Yeah. We got all the equipment.
I told her she's got the most unusual vehicle here at the show today.
Thank
Get her
you.
out there. I may need that.
We can do that. This was also equipped to have 4 gurneys, 2 gurneys hanging from the ceiling.
Okay.
That's the high top feature of it. This is where a backboard would go. And then this didn't have 2 extra gurneys hanging from the ceiling, but they could.
So is this your gas?
Oh, no. There's a little mousey in there.
No, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little
Now what's
mouse.
this compartment
Well,
for?
what this was in the fire station. It was to plug in. There's for the batteries. So when they'd get a call, they'd run out and pull that and jump in the car. I can show you up front. It has 2 batteries.
Okay.
One over each headlight to run all the equipment. So there's a center console on-off switch. So rather than fuss with that, I suppose, they just pulled the plug on it, jumped in the car and went.
So that made sure their batteries was charged and everything, I guess. They didn't want to come out to
Make sure
go
it's
save
always-
somebody and have a dead battery.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Here's just where the gas
Oh, okay.
goes
Here's
in.
the gas. All right.
And she burns premium. This all stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
And in there on the transmission hump, up in the front, that's where I turn the batteries on.
Okay.
So it's got 2 positions, for both batteries. All the lights and sirens work, of course.
And so they probably, and somebody might can tell us in the comments, they did that to cut the batteries off, keep it from draining probably.
I would,
maybe.
I know I do.
Yeah.
I never even put a trickle charger on it. I just turn the batteries off.
Off, okay.
And it's got a 472
A 472.
engine,
And have you ever figured out what your gas mileage is on it?
I don't want to.
You don't want to?
No.
You don't want to know?
I get several gallons per mile.
Several gallons per mile, okay. So it's got all the original lights, I guess, here. Now, have you had to replace any of the lights or anything?
I put the Siren on. I actually built it. My friend owns the B&M Super Chief Siren company, and he instructed me how to build my own Siren. He mounted it. So that's new. That's not original to the car. I replaced bulbs. There's always one.
So tell me, how do you build a Siren now? Tell me about that.
It was in his machine shop, and he just had all the components, and he told me how to put them together, and then they go inside that chrome shell. I'd take the headliner down inside, and then mount it there. But the B&M Super Chief Siren is the siren everybody wants.
So does it work?
Very loud,
Is it
of course.
Well, can we hear it?
If I don't scare everybody.
Well, we don't care if we scare them.
You
We
don't
want to hear
care?
it. They'll get to hear it too. They're going to
Okay,
know what it
somebody
sounds
hit
like.
the sirens when I came in here. I thought, ooh. I got to start the car to help it run better.
I want to hear a siren. How about
Oh,
you?
it's going to scare everybody.
I'm scare everybody to death.
It's going to be loud. I'll do the lights.
Okay.
Hold on. She wants to die. Is everything on? Are the ones in the grill on?
The grill? No, I don't see anything in the grill yet.
Nothing?
The red lights are, but nothing in the grill.
No.
The main headlights are on.
You got headlights and red lights, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got that.
Okay, ready for the siren?
Yep, let's do it. Well, it definitely works, don't it?
I have about 4 other sirens on here.
Oh, different sounds, you mean? Or?
Oh, yeah.
How about that? That's
Yeah,
great.
there's a box down here with about 5 other sirens on it.
Oh, my goodness.
They got the wail, the yelp, and the high-low. That's actually illegal because people can't hear different pitches. If they're hard of hearing, they can't hear a high pitch or a low pitch. So that's actually illegal on current vehicles. So
Tell us about your model. I was kind of fascinated about your little model here. I couldn't believe that you could even find one like this.
It's actually a 66 because of stacked headlights. My car, it did originally have 1 top light, but somebody put 2. But it's exactly like my car. I keep saying my car, my coach. Even the indoor.
Wow.
Okay, see the door panel? See how it matches?
Yeah.
I mean, that was crazy. The door opens the same direction mine did. Most open the other way. The Formica.
Oh,
the linoleum.
How about that?
It's exactly the oxygen tanks.
So what manufacturer would have made that model? Was there a company name on it or anything?
I forgot. Precision? Hold on. Precision.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what year would that model have been made? Is
This
it something
is a
current?
66.
I mean the model itself. Wonder what year it came out.
I don't know. I've had it for a few years, and they were $100 at the time. They're about $200 now if you can find them.
Oh yeah.
They went like crazy.
That's a very detailed model
to
there.
all of us
Very rare,
enthusiasts.
I would have to imagine. So probably worth more than $200, I'd say. I'm
Could
sure
be
you
by
wouldn't.
now.
I'm sure you wouldn't take no $200 for it.
Oh, I have a spare.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got another one?
This is just my one that goes in the car.
Well, how about that?
But there's one in the box.
Well, that's great.
That the original box that'll never go out of the original box. The gold leaf lettering on this car is 23 karat gold. It was hand applied, no stencils. This man is phenomenal. He freehand wrote that, and then each swirl on the gold is his thumbprint. He put his thumb in it and twisted, and it's on the back door as well. So that's
Now,
the
did
real
he
deal.
paint it up there, or was the glass out?
I replaced this red piece, the Astral, and so he could do it on his lap or on his table. So he wouldn't have to sit up on the
I
car.
was trying to say that would have been a hard job to get up there.
So I had him do that when it was off the car.
So you replaced this glass here?
Yes.
Now, how do you find somebody that can do that?
Yeah.
Because that's not a standard piece.
That was hard to do, and actually when we put it back in, it cracked in the same exact place that the other one was cracked.
Okay.
But the other one was very faded.
Now, is it real
and
glass
old.
or plexiglass?
It's plexi or acrylic or something.
So somebody had to form that then. They had to custom make that, I guess.
Yes, it was a little shop. I can't even, a sign shop. I don't know. They did all kinds of things there. But I wanted to replace it, and it lights up.
Okay, yeah.
It lights up.
Wonderful.
But I wanted to mention that gold leaf lettering.
Yeah, I didn't notice it until you put it out. I didn't know how they did that. But
yeah, there's a tool you can use that you go squish. But he said, oh no, he uses his thumb.
Yeah, that's nice.
And he does that.
Well, thank you for your time, and
thank you for loving my car.
well, I thought it was absolutely wonderful to find something like this. So, thank you. We'll see you next time.
Okay, thanks.
All right, I got a couple here that watched the channel, and I was quite amazed. I got to talking to him for a minute, and tell us your all's names.
Gary and Debbie Burton.
And what I was amazed about is, tell them how far you drove to get here.
About 2,800 miles.
2,800 miles. That's a heck of a road trip all the way across the United States.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and what town and state? You're from Washington, what?
It's Yakima, Washington.
Yakima, Washington. Y'all originally lived there your whole life?
Yeah, I have. She came from Nebraska.
Okay. Have you ever been out to Tennessee before?
No.
No? So what are you thinking about your trip here so far?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah? You stayed at
Didn't
Great?
want to do it.
Yeah? Did you like staying at Linda's last night at Gray Gables?
We
she
did.
was great.
Yeah.
I recommend staying there.
So you just come 2,800 miles. Are you disappointed after watching the videos, or is it what you thought?
No,
it's great.
pretty much exactly what we thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more, if anything. You know.
Better than the videos. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've come quite a ways, 2,800 miles. I think that's, without a doubt, that's the farthest I know of anybody in the United States driving. So,
Yeah, us and our son came along with us.
so you was last Saturday,
Yeah.
and yeah, I appreciate you all coming out from that far. That's just amazing. You just come out. And so, how long have y'all been watching the videos?
Oh, several years.
Several years.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you all, and I'm gonna be around here in a little bit, and we'll try to round up Tiffany so she can meet you. I want her to meet you all since you come so far. Okay.
Okay.
All righty. Well, thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we've got some people here that I've filmed before a few years ago at a reenactment in Virginia at the Wilderness Road State Park. They love living, I guess, in the 40s and 50s style, and you was telling me that your whole house is decorated in the 40s too.
It is.
So you've got a vintage camper here, and you all have several cars. I was talking to y'all last night. You got about 6 different vintage cars, I believe. And tell us how long you've had this camper here.
15 years.
15 years. And tell us your all's name. I didn't ask.
Tracy and Loretta Rollins.
Okay, and you're all from Oak Ridge?
Oak Ridge.
All right. Well, now what year is the camper?
Don't really know. We think late 40s. They didn't really have serial numbers on them then. I know that in 1951 they dropped the A and just made it Aljo. So we know it's pre-51.
Pre-51.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have y'all had it?
12, 15 years maybe.
Somewhere 15 years, I think.
Now, was it restored when you got it?
No,
It's never been
pretty much
restored.
original. We had it repainted.
It was, but the inside is total original.
Where did it come from? Where'd you find this at?
California.
Did you go over to California to get it?
No, we had it shipped.
Had it shipped. Bought it, and then had it shipped.
Shipped.
So you care if I walk inside to look at it? You
Go
want
ahead.
to step in and tell me a little bit about it? You can come on in. Me and you'll go in there and let you show them the interior here.
It's small, but it's very functional. We try to keep everything in the 40s in here, including dishes and spaces of this nature.
Well, that looks like vintage dishes, and
Oh, it is underneath those, but they are vintage dishes.
so this woodwork's not been redone.
No,
I don't think so.
How about
not
that?
that we know.
That's amazing, ain't it?
Here's the magazine rack is all period. There's a July 29th, 1946. Here's a July 1948 Reader's Digest. So it's kind of all period magazines, even a map of the United States from 1947.
Now, what's this little compartment right here about?
Well, we keep spices and things like that.
There's a little storage area. Okay.
Yeah,
And you got
that's spice. Now this is an ice box, not a refrigerator.
so that means you put ice in it to keep it cool,
Yes,
and the ice goes where? Right here.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And wait a minute. Let me see. You even got milk in one of the old bottles.
That's a period bottle.
Broadacre Farms, which is now Waggles today.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
How about that? So that came from the original one of the Waggle stores, huh?
Yeah,
Well, originally it was Broadacre.
Broad Acres.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I know Waggle's really good. That's a
Don't know if
A
you can
convenience-
see.
yeah. It's hard to see, but yeah, that's
Tile
neat.
station.
So what
you
you
see.
buy milk by the gallon and just put it in there?
And then these are original caps.
Well. So the bottle's probably from the 40s too, then I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You call it a bottle, or what do you call that?
I call it a milk jug.
A milk
He calls it a bottle.
Right.
We like to use our little camper to let others know that we do believe in the good Lord Jesus Christ. So we keep a lot of Bibles handy. There's some out on the table if anybody wants to take one. When we're out camping and we're out camping on Sunday, we do also have a 1940s communion set. So all the glasses are in there and they've been washed, but they are glass. No.
And there's a game thing up there too.
Yeah, this whole lunchbox is full of games.
Oh.
40s games.
Some are from the 30s,
30s,
some are
yeah.
from the 40s. It's our score pad.
Oh.
Like there's a game of Finch.
So do you still play them, or just?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
in fact we played.
This game here is from the 30s. Can You Go? It's a lot of fun. There's a rummy. This is a late 30s rook set. This set of cards is from the 40s.
Which, for those of you who play Rook, does not contain the 3s, 4s, and 5s.
These are dice.
Or 2s, 3s, and 4s.
If you want to play dice games, they're from the 40s as well.
I see you got a coffee can vintage over here.
Mm-hmm.
Hill.
Yeah, it's Hills Brothers Coffee. It's got our coffee in it, original scoop, and
So I see, what I'm seeing here is like the reenactments you do. Everything's authentic at the like the 1775 reenactment that I
Yeah.
filmed you at. So everything in here is period. You don't really have nothing modern that I see.
no, all the
Even-
stuff in here, the flatware is all period. Even a mixer if you need it. It's all from some of it's 1920s, some 30s, some 40s. That's probably 30s. It's all period.
So, we were talking earlier, and I talked to you about it before. You all have this same type of setup in your home, right?
Yes, we do.
It's all set up like in the 40s. I remember you telling me that when I talked to you before.
We believe in the simple life.
The simple life.
Yeah.
That's my motto for my channel. It's on my shirt. It's called "Discover the Simple Life." So that's what I like filming.
We decided we really like it. That's why we decided to do our home in the 40s like that. And we've picked up some nice furniture and things along the ways, and it's really been just like a little hobby for us all these years, and it's now gotten to where we just love it.
So was the stove and refrigerator and everything in there when you got it?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the original stove. Works good.
Original faucets looks like it's got. What's the little extra faucet here? Is it hot and cold? Or?
This
is a pump.
Pump.
It's got a tank.
Okay.
If you don't have city water.
If it's not hooked to water, you can pump water up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a tank and it
builds
pumps.
your muscles up.
Yeah, it really does.
Now that looks like that might have been replaced. Have you replaced that light?
That is a newer one.
Yeah.
But it's
made
the
just
old
like
style.
the old.
Right. You got your thermometer in there. I like all the details. You've really got into the details, didn't you?
We try.
Yeah, and it's just amazing. Let's see the floor here. It's the original flooring too.
Now that we're not quite sure
Might
of
have been replaced.
because, yeah, we haven't replaced it, but I don't know if the people who had it before
You've even got your Coke cooler over there. That looks like that's from the 40s or 50s, I
It's
guess.
from the 40s.
Yeah.
We've got a 50s one, but
You see some interesting things. There is a early flashlight. And this is a tape dispenser. Open it up. It's a tape dispenser from the 40s. And if you run out, we have refills. Here's a first aid kit. And everything in there is period.
How about that?
Now those scissors are in wax. They have never been, they were done that way in the 40s. I've just never took the wax
Right, you
off
don't
of
want to
them.
open it up, I'm sure.
The thermometer is dated 1944. And everything in here is period.
And where'd you find something like that at?
We go all over the country looking.
Antique places. And...
Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for years. I don't remember where all of it came from.
Now, how long have you two been married?
Oh, several years.
Several years. So how long ago back did you start this theme of the 50 stuff?
40s and 50s.
Yeah.
20 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
22, something like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you all dressed period. You got your 40s attire on, looks like.
This is my shaving kit. Typical 1940s shaving kit.
Now, do you actually use that?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, when I got it, it was pretty rusted. So it's kind of sad shape again because it's used. But when I took it apart, the filling inside this was boxes from World War II era. And how I know that, there was pictures of girls in swimsuits on the cardboard. And it was interesting. I put it all back in there. They used whatever they had for filler in there.
Well, that's just amazing. So there's not much. I've not found anything modern in here. Do you do that like you do the reenactments? Don't?
Yeah, there's really not anything in here that's modern.
Well, you got some clothespins.
Yeah, I keep those because I have a clothesline. I don't know where my reel is on my clothesline.
Oh, it's right in here.
Somewhere. Ah, there it is.
If we have to do clothes, there's a period clothesline.
Turn that pulls
This
out.
pulls out right here. And then you can
Hook it to a
hook
tree.
that, and then it works good.
And I've got lots of clothespins. I just have picked up 2 out of the drawer.
Well, yeah. You got a lot of stuff in this camper.
Yeah, we do.
If she does ironing, here is a 40s ironing, travel iron.
So you actually use that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they say, well, if you get bored, do something you like. Well, I like to sew. So I have my own sewing kit in here and embroidery. I don't have anything embroidered on that one. And if I think I'm just going out for a day's walk or something, I'll come and get this and take my little sewing kit with me.
Oh my goodness. That's so big.
So if I think that might something, but period scissors.
Now, what type of shows do you all do? Car shows to bring this to, or how you doing?
We normally go camping.
Just go camping.
We just go camping. Everybody's welcome to come in and look, and we show them the simple way of life. Maybe if we can relate to them a little simple way of life that they might decide they like it too. Get out of this busy, busted up world.
Well, that's exactly what I film, is the little country stores and little mom and pop restaurants and little small towns, you know. So
these drawers are just full of 40s stuff. I mean,
flashlights.
Like here is something you would mail to someone. It was 25 cents, and this particular one is World War II airplanes. I don't know how good you can see it in your light, but as you can see, it's all different World War II airplanes.
And they could just mail that box.
Mail the box.
How about that?
See right there, you put your stamp and to and from. And they had different themes. Some of them, I've got one from Williamsburg, Virginia. They're all different themes. I particularly like this one because of the airplanes. But this one has never been mailed. It's never been used.
Yeah, it's got plenty of storage. Look down here at the bottom. I see drawers down here at the bottom. How about that?
We keep our big dough bowls and stuff like that down underneath.
Yeah,
so
for washing dishes.
For washing dishes and things. They're enameled. They're period also.
This is a jelly jar. She has lard in it, but it was an original jelly jar from the 40s.
Now this right here, I had one of these. My mom had it. I gave it away to somebody. That's for Greece.
Yeah.
Forget who I gave that to, but I gave it away. I didn't need it, but that's neat.
A lot of things were made of aluminum because of the war effort. The steel drive, steel was in short supply, so a lot of things were made of aluminum during the war.
So these bottles has got water now. Is these juice bottles, or what was that bottle?
These are water
bottles.
Water bottles. Okay.
Some of them say water on them.
Yeah, these
the smaller ones.
We have some at home that'll say, and I've got a couple that are dated on there, 1932, and it'll say water embossed on it.
Just for storing water for
yeah,
whatever you need it for. Okay.
And we keep them. I've got under the bed here. I've got several gallon jugs of water, and so we won't run out.
So we don't run out.
This is something that we love to play, and we play this all the time.
Oh yeah.
Scrabble came out, I think, in 1948, if memory serves me right. And we have an original 48 set at home that we play almost every day. This is a travel set, and I believe this one is actually 1952 or 54. I can't. It's dated on here. Yeah, there it is, 54. But it's a travel set. The tiles are magnetized.
When you turn them over, we just have to do it like that to store them.
Yeah.
Well,
and so we play Scrabble a lot. And this paper that we keep our score on is actually linen paper from the 40s. We got several original. They're kind of brittle, but.
So you play a lot of games. I know you told me before that y'all don't have television in your home.
No.
So.
Play games, read, and
live a whole different lifestyle than what people live nowadays.
Yeah. I know it's not for everybody, but for us it's wonderful.
It works for us pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's absolutely amazing. I'm really fascinated by everything here.
Well, thank you.
And Tiffany had told me that y'all were coming. She said, there's going to be a vintage camper set up beside you all. And I said, well, that'd be neat. So you're pulling this with what today? You
got 48 Buick out there.
You care to show that to us?
No.
Okay, let's go look at the Buick and be back out here. All right, so let's take a look at this Buick. You had been telling me, we looked at it here a minute ago when we didn't get it captured on the video, but it's all original.
All original.
So that's, I asked you if you painted it, and you said, no, it's got the original paint, and that was amazing.
Well, when we bought it, it had been repainted, the original color, 25 years ago maybe.
Uh-huh.
And a few years ago, we paid a guy to buff that paint off down to the original paint.
Oh, really?
Because I wanted the original paint.
So they'd painted over, they was able to take the old paint off.
Yeah, it was pricey, but he was able to get the paint off down to the original.
Well, So how did you know the original paint would be in this good a shape?
Well, I didn't really.
You didn't know?
No.
So yeah, we was looking.
I knew the car had 0 rust on it.
So yeah, I don't. I've never seen. Tell us the year again. What'd you say?
1948.
48.
It's a Super.
And that's amazing. That the interior. I'll let you open the door there for us if you don't care, and we'll look inside of it. I was looking at these door panels.
I've got a seat cover here because the seat tore on me here last year. The wool is getting fragile because of the age.
Yeah. Do you use this one quite a bit for shows, or you just pick a different one every time you go out to drive?
Don't really go to shows that often. We just drive the car.
Don't drive it. So you use it as just driving around town?
Yeah, and go camping.
Go camping, pull your trailer. And you were showing us the motor there a minute ago. That was neat. If you don't care, let's look at that motor again.
Sure.
I like how this hood opens up. That's quite amazing. So what, is this your horn, or what's this?
It's the horn.
Yeah.
And this is a 248 straight 8.
Straight 8. Okay, I've never seen a straight 8. I've heard of them.
They made these from the late 30s till I think 53 was the last year. They used it in the special, and I think the Super and the Roadmaster went to the 322 nail head, but they were still using the straight 8 in the special. Then in 54, I think they all went to the nail head. If memory serves me right. Let's see.
So what was your first car when you was, what was the first car you ever owned?
A 1963 Chevrolet truck.
How about that? I always like asking people what their first car was when they started out, you know?
And then I went to a 53 Ford.
53 went back in years a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was looking at this carburetor here. That's neat the way that's all set up. What brand is that?
That's a Carter.
Carter.
They used Carter and Stromberg on these engines.
And it came factory with this painted. Buick Fireball, you think?
No, I put these on there.
Okay,
yeah.
You put that on.
The original was still there, but it had faded a little bit.
So originally it was on there. You just replaced
Oh yeah,
it.
I just replaced it.
Yeah. And
to have a better look. And original vacuum wiper motor, they still work.
And now this setup here on the breather, is that an oil bath breather?
It is. You fill this with oil. There's a line to tell you how much oil to put in it.
How often you have to change? Well, you change the oil, or what do you do?
Yeah, occasionally, and not very often.
Yeah. So there's not actual a fiber filter or anything in there.
No,
metal kind of.
Well, there is a mesh, but
okay.
You clean that out. And, now it's registered in original 48 tags.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Let's look at that. You got matching tags front and back. Now, so you found these tags and was able to go to the courthouse, and they was able to register them tags to this car because it's an antique, I guess.
Yeah, you can register it under antique automobile, and you only have to pay one time. And
so you don't have to register. You don't have to get new tags when you register an antique once, right?
Just one time.
How about that? Yeah.
They made the shape of Tennessee from 1936 till 1956. I believe that's right.
So you told me, we talked about it yesterday. Tell us the other vehicles that you have. You had some other interesting vehicles at home.
Oh, got a 1940 Plymouth, this 48 Buick, let's see, a 50 Packard, a 51 Hudson, and a 68 Chevrolet truck.
And they're original like this?
They're all original.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
This
is still 6 volt. My Hudson and Packard are both still 6 volt positive ground. They're all original. The Plymouth is too, 6 volt positive ground. This one here is 6 volt, but it's negative ground.
Negative. I don't know. That's something I don't know nothing about when you're saying positive and negative ground. So you got me on that one. So yeah, well, I appreciate your time, and it's been a great pleasure to get to see this, stepping back into the time with you guys, and checking your camper out, especially seeing all that vintage stuff, how authentic that is. It's like it come out of a time machine.
Well, like that stove, that's
I saw you cooking on that this morning.
That's
I saw
a 1939 Coleman stove, and it does just like the modern ones where you can set up the.
Oh yeah,
you set it up just like the modern stoves. And this stand is the original stand with it folds up.
Yeah, I was sitting there this morning in my camper right there, and I was watching y'all cook, and you brought all your stuff out, your little pot holders, the metal ones.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. It was all went through the whole.
Those are easy to date because most of them has the date cast in the bottom.
Okay.
So like the one we had out is cast 1948. So it's easy to date.
So now what is this device here?
Well, there's nothing in it right now. She was going to make a cake, but we ran out of time.
Oh, it's cakes.
And this is actually from the 30s, that cake plate. And this is where you would put a pie. And then you can put your cake in here. Usually when we go, she'll make a cake to share with other people. We just didn't bring one this trip because we're only here one day.
They got the garbage can.
Yeah.
Vintage garbage can, and I guess I'm sure you've had to replace this though, because there's no way.
Whoever had the trailer before us had this made.
Okay, it came with it. So is this, you've had this 20 years and still in this good a shape?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it looks like you just done it.
It's been heavily used.
Well, they you know, fabric like that, especially in the wind, it will deteriorate, but it looks like it's brand new. Well, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna go see some other people.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, we've got some people here that watched the channel, and they brought me a gift last night, and we're gonna go over and put it on Angel here in just a second. And they bought me, or you made me some things. It's on the last video, or one of the videos that are on Brooks's. So tell us y'all's names and where you're from.
I'm Milton Locke.
Go ahead and hold that there.
Yeah, I'm Milton Locke. This is my wife Wendy Locke from New Hampshire. Been watching John for probably a year now, more. More than that. I lose track of time. Getting old. But love all his shows that he puts on YouTube. This being one of them. We had one last night with him, and it's been a great day so far. We're looking forward to doing a little bit of visiting, talking to some people. It's been fun.
What do you think about the store?
Oh, the store was just phenomenal. I'd have to spend 2 days in there.
Yeah.
Just to be able to. I went back there this morning and stood around and looked around, and I need a day to just, you know, absorb it.
Yeah.
And then I'd miss so much, I'd have to come back again and again.
Right.
And how about Linda's over at Gray Gables? How was that?
We're actually going to stay a third night with her.
Yeah, we decided to stay an extra.
The hospitality
and the people that we've met.
We have just so enjoyed it. It has been absolute, and it was just one night, so we're really excited. She just is amazing. I presented her last night at dinner with a beautiful apron that I made her, and she was just beside herself. And
she collects aprons. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
She had it on this morning when she
I did not know that. I did not know
well,
that.
she's going to do something special. She wants her, when she passes away, did she tell you?
Yes, she did.
She wants her kids to make a blanket out of it.
Yes.
A quilt.
Yes, she said that. And, you know, I made her this beautiful reversible one. It doesn't tie. It's a crisscross. This morning when I got up and went out to get some coffee, she's like, can you put my apron on? I'm not quite sure how to do it.
It's a little different style, you know, it doesn't
So I
tie.
put it on her and she goes, I just love it. And, you know, she's just so lovely. And this whole...
Everyone down here has been so friendly and warm and welcoming. It's been awesome.
Well, you've not met Angel, and you made her something.
And I can't wait.
Let's go over. She's over here.
Yes, please. Yes, I will.
Hey, baby. Hi. Oh, I love you. You're such a cuddly one.
Oh, yeah. She likes the attention. Be careful now. She'll scratch you. Don't let her get on you.
Yeah, we have great.
No, don't. Angel, down, Angel. Angel, this lady made you something. Look here. She's made you something in here. No, you can't eat it. I think I want to put this one on. It's colorful. Look here.
Oh, yeah, that's the dog bone she makes. That's style.
Hey.
You said it was mine, Daddy.
You can't chew it up. We're gonna put it. Oh, no, come here. She likes it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we gotta put that on you, girl. Come here. What are you doing? Say, I like it, Daddy. I like it. Say, I got me a gift. Somebody brought me something.
Look at her. She spotted the whip. Isn't that something?
Let me see.
Oh, geez, I'm covering it up.
Can I take her car?
Yeah, we'll take it off. Let's take this off.
Okay. She won't take off, will she?
No, she'll stay right here as long as somebody's petting her.
Sit.
Sit, behave.
Oh, you're such a pretty girl. You're such a pretty girl. Yeah, I love you already.
Yeah, it's a good girl.
You're gonna get to wear that around your neck. She liked it, didn't she?
She did. Sit, honey.
I had a $80.
I've never seen her do that before.
Well, I had an $80.
Attention,
Isn't
don't
that
you?
beautiful? I love doing this stuff. And when we first met her on your videos, I said, you know what? When we go down there, I'm gonna make her a couple and bring them.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, and I'll get your address and I'll send you some of my homemade bones that I make.
Okay.
Kind of get right along with the program to get here for today, so we kind of didn't let any grass grow under our feet getting here. But on the way home, our vacation time was planned on relaxing a little more, taking a little more time, seeing a few spots that you have filmed, along the way of your journeys, and everything you've done so far, we just absolutely love. Absolutely
Yeah, this trip this vacation was basically planned because of you and
Ralph
the channel.
and Ralph.
And well, yes, but
You're gonna
the
go
channel,
visit Ralph's grave.
Yes,
We are.
yeah.
Yep, we're gonna try to find.
You can GPS that. That's
Yeah.
the Greasy Holler Cemetery is on GPS, and I'll help y'all with that in a minute.
That was a beautiful area when you sat with him.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We loved it. When the first video that you did after he passed,
Put tears in our eyes
both
when you stood
cried.
there on the
We were so
property and just had
sad.
to explain to all your viewers that he had passed.
Yeah, it
I
broke
guess
our heart.
he had a bad cough or something.
No, he fell. He
Okay.
fell, and from there it went downhill after he
Yeah.
fell, and he broke a rib.
That's
and
what
a
it
few
was.
things,
Yes, I remember now.
And then, it falls on elderly like that. That gets them when they fall a lot of times. So
True story. Yeah. So yeah, this vacation basically was based from us finding Milton found your channel, and then we started watching it, and
I said, you gotta come here and see this.
Yeah, Tiffany, R.M. Brooks, and then the Miss Linda videos, and and the Ralph videos. We just and we just started watching everything, and it's like this is our #1 channel.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
One
really
of many
are.
that I watch. I'm a YouTube. Oh gosh, I'm addicted to YouTube because I don't like regular TV. It just doesn't do it for me. Like you, you've helped a lot of people, and I've watched you clearing properties. And,
Oh yeah.
I said,
It
wow.
amazes me that you actually are taking the time to do something like that, to really try to bring it back.
Yeah.
I mean, just out of the kindness of your heart, it's such a wonderful thing to do.
Well, I love stuff like that, so it's kind of a passion. It's like a hobby, So I love doing it.
Yeah, I can see it. It's all
and
over
it
you
gives
when
you
you're doing it.
It gives you data, and you get to take that video and you get to share it with all of us. And
Would never see it.
I think she likes me.
Yeah.
I think she likes me.
She likes attention. She loves.
is beautiful.
She's gonna love that bandana.
But yeah, no, we really enjoy your channel, John, and we have been trying to talk up your channel.
Yeah,
to
with
some
friends and
people
family.
that do YouTube. I'm like, you got to check this out. You got to check that out. You got to check out John. Check out R.M. Brooks. There's just so much stuff there, videos that you can watch and learn the history. That is what is so impressive. The history
these
of
old
everything.
stories are far and few between.
Oh yeah,
Like
they're
we
hard
were
to
talking
find. I'm having to go
last
further and further to find them now.
night. Yeah.
All right. So, what's your name?
Roger Coble,
Roger. And where are you from, Roger?
South Willie, Indiana.
Southville, Indiana. You come down for the car show?
Down for the car show, and then I got some kin that lives in Huntsville, Alabama. And from here, I'm going over there, and then back to Indiana.
All right. So you've been driving your Buick. Let's talk about your Buick here. That's what we're here to see is these cars. How long have you had it now?
Well, I bought it the very first time when I was 14 years old, and till I was about 17, and then had a few owners in between. And then about 7 years ago, I had a buddy that knew where it was and told me about it, and the guy was about to put it on eBay, and before he did, I bought it back and had it completely gone through, nut bolt restoration, and it's back to the way it was back in 1974 when I had it the first time.
Now this is based on the, what'd you say, Skylark?
Skylark Grand Sport, yep.
And this is a GS Stage 1, and they were not many of those made, I reckon, what you was telling me.
No, they made 728 total in 1972, and this is one of 29 with this option and this color.
And what's the motor? Let's talk about that.
It is a 455 stage 1.
Now, what's that stage 1 mean, you reckon?
There's a difference in cylinder heads, a little bigger valves. It's got aluminum rockers on it instead of steel ones.
Did you ever find out what that upgrade package was? How much that was on
No,
option?
I did not.
That would have been several $100s.
It's about 15 horsepower, something like that
15?
too, in the time. You know, it's still all original except the aluminum intake, which I had.
Looks like you had to replace your brake booster and
yeah.
cylinder there. Radiator, you've upgraded that. It looks like you've got some.
Yeah, even back in the day when it only had 30,000 miles on it, you had trouble with them overheating a little bit. A big block like that just didn't cool real well. So that aluminum radiator, I have no problem at all with the cooling now.
It's got the badge on the front here too, the GS by Buick.
Yep.
This is the original color, right?
Original color,
Yeah.
burnished copper.
Did you paint it this time? You had it painted?
I had it painted.
Yeah.
A friend of mine completely restored it, frame off.
Frame off restoration.
Yep, it's had new quarters on it, new floor pans, new trunk pan. Other than that, a lot of the body panels are original.
Well, I like it.
Still needs some finishing. Needs a headliner.
Headliner, yeah, that won't be too bad.
The interior's all original. Seats are still original. Dash, door panels, everything is original.
I'm sure the glass has been replaced. It's too perfect.
Yep.
You can't
Yep,
keep
new
on that
glass.
long with a perfect glass like that windshield.
Yep.
So yeah, I like this body style car. So this was the same thing in the, now what year did you say, 70?
72.
72, so.
70 through 72 are the same body.
Okay.
Yep.
And so they made some other things like this. I think the Cutlass.
GTO.
GTO.
Le Mans GTO.
Okay.
Tempest, whatever.
Yeah.
In that body style. They're not exactly the same body, but they call them all A bodies.
A bodies.
You have the Oldsmobile, your Buick, your Chevrolet, and your Pontiac.
Yeah.
All had Chevelles. They were all the same as far as the A bodies.
Now, is these the original wheels on it?
Those are original wheels. Those are, I have 5 of those, and they are 1972 wheels off of this car. I mean, that's.
Whoever who painted it did a fantastic job, especially if they replaced the quarter panels. You can't see.
Yep, they did a good job.
Cannot see that. That's absolutely wonderful job they did on it.
Still need to have the bumpers redone on it.
Gonna re-chrome them, yeah.
Yep, headliner.
Yeah, you don't have a whole lot more to do.
No, it's too much fun to drive instead of working on it, you know.
So do you drive it?
I drive it a lot.
Yeah,
all summer long.
So you've taken on quite a trip here. How many miles are you going to be on this
430 miles. It's 230 over to Huntsville, and then another 510 miles back home.
Over 1,000 miles then.
Yep.
Well, how about that? Well, hey, I'm going to shake your hands. I love your car. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
This might stop recording. I've been having problems with it.
Well.
All right, here we go. Kind of, there you go.
Okay.
This win. All right, I met some new friends here from Iowa, and they drove 14 hours to get here. So tell us about your trip getting here. What made you decide to come?
Well, we watch your channel, and we just love old cars and history, and we love the southern states, and the drive here itself was worth the trip, you know. But we just like to see what this in person instead of just seeing it on TV. It does, video does.
Doesn't do it justice.
Yeah. So, but like I said, we love the nostalgic of it and the old cars, and we've got a few projects at home that gives us some ideas that what we want to do with our old trucks and cars. And
the main thing is to come down and see if we can see y'all. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
You know I was going to be here today.
Well, we figured you would be.
Yeah.
So well, yeah, because we watched your pre-video on what was today.
Yeah.
And that because I think you said you were going to be here.
Yeah,
so
I usually I have a Facebook page too. Some people watch on YouTube and don't have Facebook, but on Facebook I put more announcements and things on there. So
it worked perfectly on our timing to come down, and we were hoping to see you and see Tiffany and her husband and everybody.
Yeah,
so.
everybody down here has been super nice to us, and everywhere we go, they're just really super nice and pleasant to be around. And no, we're wanting to scope it out and kind of make this a tradition to come back down here.
Bring our family next time.
Oh yeah, now tell us your names again.
You go ahead.
I'm Tracy. And this is David, my husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long you been watching the channel for?
Oh man, probably a
Quite a
few
while.
months. Yeah.
A few months. Okay,
Few
so you're fairly new to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you took a trip awful quick after watching it a couple months.
I think the first time was when you had that guy that was going to be 199 that passed away,
Oh, yeah,
and you were
yeah.
doing his history of his
Yeah.
life
Ralph,
and family.
Ralph, that's it.
Ralph,
Yeah.
yeah, that's where
Yeah,
we
he was
started.
97 and about 97 and a half when he passed away.
9 to 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we started.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
great.
Yeah, we was just flipping through YouTube, and and just seen the old clips. I was looking into history channels and seen this one, and yeah, it just kind of stuck. You know, we kind of like watching it. So, no, I teach semi drivers at a Indian Hills Community College up there in Ottumwa, Iowa, and so I farm also. And
what's your shirts about? What's this?
Well, so this is part of that driving school. I have students that come from different training centers, and then when they drive with me, there you go.
This is what he tells them.
It's not if it's going to happen, it's when. It's
Yeah.
not if it's going to happen, when.
So
Okay.
when they're driving with me, they well, that's not how I was taught. Or I said, there's only one way. That's Dave's way. And they said, okay, remember Dave's way. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make you a T-shirt. And but when they're driving with me, we want professional drivers. And when this saying came up, I said, don't assume that they're going to stop for you or they're not going to pull out. I said, always expect it. Hope for the best, but expect the worst. And anyway,
That's
it
where
just
the first
kind of
came
helps
from.
them to keep the safety there.
Yeah, reminding them.
So these are the only two shirts that really matched in our closet. So we can,
Yeah.
So you haven't been in the store yet.
No.
So
but
hopefully
we
I
love the tree house and seeing the barn and different things that you have, and the old the outhouse that they're gonna redo.
Yeah. They used to use that up until about 2011, I guess, maybe, when they shut. I don't remember exactly when it was used, but I've talked to a lot of people that remember using it, that's locals, and even as kids, they're like, it was growed up back there and you'd have to walk through the weeds to get to the outhouse. But they have indoor plumbing now. So, but go in, check the store out, and I'll try to catch up with you. Hopefully I'll find you here in a little bit. I'm going to see what you think about the store, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good talking to you guys.
Yeah, you too.
So, guys, it's been a big day, hasn't it?
It's been a big day. Yes, awesome day.
So we got Katie over here, and Laura and Doug, and everybody knows Tiffany and Mimi and Ronnie, but we got somebody new over here.
Come on up here.
Tori. So did you put her on the milkshakes today?
We did. Well, that's what they tend to do.
The newbies gets the milkshakes.
Lindsay, what are you laughing about? Get back there laughing. Lindsay graduated this weekend. She's off the milkshake.
She did a fabulous job.
So Lindsay's not the newest one now.
But Mimi was there coaching her along, and Katie spent some time with Tori the other day. So we're excited. She'll be helping us on Saturday. She goes to school through the week. And Lindsay, you want to come over here for just a second? These people are right. Come on, anyway, this is Lindsay. She was the food runner today. We all know Lindsay. She's actually started school, so she's not.
Future paramedic.
Future paramedic.
Well, congratulations.
And I know things she doesn't know, but anyway, so we're gonna let her go back to making shakes. Yeah. So anyway, what do we got to tell everybody? Great day.
Yes, and we had people from all over the United States here.
We did.
So
We had people that drove 2,800 miles from Washington.
2,800 miles, Washington State.
Do you remember their names?
I don't right off.
It was Mark. Oh my gosh, I met so many people that Mark, maybe. Anyway, they had their son. Oh no, it was Gary. Gary and Gary Jr. and the wife. I can't remember, but anyway.
So there's a week getting here.
It's been a week to get here and spent the day here with us. And
people from New Hampshire,
Wisconsin
brought us a beautiful quilt.
Michigan, Ohio, Georgia, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. I think every state, Kentucky, every state that borders us, I think we had somebody represented here today. So
Probably 15 different states, I'd say.
easy. And that's just people that come up to us and said, "Hey, we're from so and so." Some of them they're just here, but
yeah,
big crowd.
Well, and all of us are wearing our Armbrook shirt, except for Ronnie because he was directed to wear a staff shirt today because he was out directing traffic. We'll have to give a big kudos to them. They parked the cars amazing and kept everything. And then these girls did amazing today. So,
we can give all the kudos to all the folks in here, and we do appreciate that. But I want to say this publicly that I appreciate my wife for the vision that she had for this place a long time ago. I'm touched by it, and I see the people every day that come in here are touched by it, and so kudos to you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So, well, tell them about your Facebook page so they can find events coming up. How do they find that?
It's my Facebook page is RM Brooks.
All one word.
All one word store.
On Facebook.
On Facebook.
And then you put your events on there.
I do.
Upcoming
We put our
events.
events on there. Brenda Duke is amazing about posting all my events, and so.
And Doug is too. Doug's been posting
Doug's
stuff.
been putting stuff on Facebook.
And we'd like to, if y'all, there's something out there that y'all would like to see happen, an event, music, whatever, we got some plans for next year. So give us some ideas. So, hit us up on Facebook and make your comments. And if there's something, an idea that you would like to see happen here, we've already had suggestion for a little music festival out here.
Yeah, we talked about it.
So stuff like that, we just need to know so we can get the plans together. I mean, it takes a little while to get stuff planned like that and resources, but
and we have September. Is it September?
September 24th,
27th. No. Well, that's going on, but also and not to Morgan County's doing a bicycle event. That's the 28th of this month. But Roy Frills will be back at his band that plays gospel in the back. So they're great. I can't remember the exact date.
But it'll be on Facebook.
It'll be on Facebook.
It'll be on Facebook, and so they're coming back, and that may be pretty much what we do for this year. And then next year we'll plan some events, and so we're excited about it. What 2025 brings, right?
It's been a good year so far, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I just want everybody to turn around here. I was going to do like a little thing where everybody could see the backs of our shirts. And so anyway, yeah, so all us girls and Lindsay too. And we got all these different, So anyway, we're excited. The Village, the printing press, the printing guild in Rugby prints all our shirts for us. And so we've got some new things coming up that we're going to plan on doing and in our apparel line. And so anyway, yeah.
All right. Y'all ready to say bye?
We are.
Everybody get in here and let's say y'all come and see us now. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Y'all come and see us.